jotted. Foresight just to hear my faith, but tomorrow ain't promised today. Hey,
Promise, promised. Your time is ready. Always. Tomorrow's not promised, promised. Consider your ways today. Promise, promised. Tomorrow's not promised, 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 promised. Tomorrow's not promised, promised. Seek God's face today. Can't live by bread alone. Meditating on your word day and night. You fill me up with the knowledge of righteousness, living by your holy book. Hide not thy face from me, no. I need your mercy and grace. Deliver me from my own iniquity. I will face trials and tribulations in these last days. Lord, I seek your face, your face.
We ain't worried about man and his many inventions, evil intentions.
Lord, I seek your face, your face.
Take no thought for tomorrow, we live for today. Face Jerusalem and pray.
Lord, I seek your face, your face, your face.
We ain't worried about man and his many inventions, evil intentions.
Lord, I seek your face, your face.
Take no thought for tomorrow, we live for today. Face Jerusalem and pray.
Abba, please walk with me. Give me strength to overcome adversity. Hold my hand. With you I withstand anything that tries to keep me from your plan. Hide not thy face from me, no. I need your mercy and grace. Deliver me from my own iniquity. I will face trials and tribulations in these last days. Lord, I seek your face, your face.
We ain't worried about man and his many inventions, evil intentions.
Lord, I seek your face, your face.
Take no thought for tomorrow, we live for today. Face Jerusalem and pray.
Lord, I seek your face, your face, your face.
We ain't worried about man and his many inventions, evil
Lord,
intentions.
I seek your face, face.
Take no thought for tomorrow, we live for today. Face Jerusalem and pray.
Yo, you already know what it is. This Big J, not the little one. We in the major league. We're knocking out the park. Anything you thought was, is not. Okay? It's not. We got the keys to the street and it's about to go up. Hey.
Major League, we got the keys to the golden streets and the prophecies. No time to sleep, the kingdom's coming, better be ready, yeah, you could bet it, Major League, we got the keys to the golden streets and the prophecies. No time to sleep, the kingdom's coming, better be ready, yeah, you can bet it, Major League, it's for the 12, even for those locked away in those cells, Gotta rep it, gotta teach it, yeah, no camouflage. Gotta walk it like I talk it, this ain't no facade. Prices go up, blessings come down, yeah, it's raining heavy. I ain't scared to speak the truth, this word is my machete. When I walk up in the room, all the demons pause. trembling and shaking while I clenching their jaws. I represent the Holy One, faithful and true. Revelation 19 is for me and for you. Riding on a white horse, judging and making war. Unlocked another mystery, just up the score. Major League, we got the keys to the golden streets and the prophecies. No time to sleep, the kingdom's coming. Better be ready. Yeah, you could bet it. Major League.
Test. All right. Q&A. We're going to get into it. All right. We're going to go ahead and open up with a prayer and get it going. All right.
Let us pray. Our Father which art in heaven,
Our Father which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come,
Thy kingdom come,
thy will be done,
thy will be done
in earth
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread,
and forgive us our debts
and forgive us our debts
as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation,
And lead us not into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
In Jesus' mighty name we pray.
In Jesus' mighty name we pray.
Amen.
Amen. All right. Praise the Most High God, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Peace to everybody tuning in online and as well as on the conference line. Wednesday night. Peace. Wednesday night. All right. And we're going to welcome some questions momentarily. Speaking of that, anybody on the phone, conference line, got anything to start off with to get it going? Not yet. Okay. It always starts off slow. We got to wait for John to get on there. Brother John going to be chiming in at 9:45.
45.
01. All right.
Oh, you got quite a bit on YouTube.
Quite a bit on YouTube.
Yeah.
let's check out
Facebook.
Facebook first. If I can find that, I guess. Don't look like nothing on Facebook. No, let's go with YouTube.
YouTube, all right. Peace Painter, Peace Bro Robert, Peace JT, Peace Sister Mixit, Peace Rachel Israel 777, Peace Sister Dinah. All right, Painter has 12 tribes of Israel. What happened to the tribe of Dan?
Say it again.
12 tribes of Israel. What happened to the tribe of Dan? I guess talking about what was that Revelation?
Right. Okay. We can go to that. That's in Revelation 7. We'll go to that first. And let's see 1 second here. Revelation 7. And so this is come up, many times here in Revelation 7, that Dan is not actually mentioned in here in Revelation 7. So I just say that Dan, nothing happened to him. They still a tribe, but they just not mentioned here for whatever reason. So let's read Revelation 7. Pick it up at verse. Let's get right to it at verse 5. Because he talks about sealing. See, that's what you got to pay attention to, what the context is. He's talking about sealing the 12 tribes of Israel at, from his wrath, which comes really at the end of tribulation, at the end of great tribulation. So number one, a lot of Israelites will be in the wilderness already at this time. This is just people that were left out in the world, so to speak. So a lot of Israelites will be in the wilderness. So maybe all of Dan is in the wilderness. I don't know. And it's a good chance that could be a possibility, because Dan is supposed to be known. A lot of them from they say they was from the tribe of Dan in Ethiopia, and they got airlifted to the land of Israel. So, but either way, they not mentioned as getting sealed. That's what it is. Verse 4, go ahead.
And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and then there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
Correct. So this is Revelation 7, verse 4. 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. And we know it's 12,000 from each tribe. So you might say, well, how is it still 12 tribes? Because actually Joseph, the Lord blessed him to have two portions through his sons, Ephraim and Manasseh. So even when the land was divided among the Israelites, Joseph had two parcels of land, two tribal lands. One fell under Ephraim, the other one fell under Manasseh. But it was still divided by 12 because Levi didn't get no land. So this is still 12 tribes being sealed because Dan not getting sealed. But they still a tribe. They not erased from a tribe. You're not going to erase a tribe from Israel. So 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Let's see verse 5.
Of the tribe of Judah was sealed 12,000.
Correct.
Of the tribe of Reuben was sealed 12,000.
That's 2. Go ahead.
Of the tribe of Gad was sealed 12,000.
3.
Of the tribe of Asher was
Asher,
sealed.
which is Asher.
Was sealed 12,000.
That's 4. Go ahead.
Of the tribe of Naphtali was sealed 12,000.
5.
Of the tribe of Manasseh was sealed 12,000.
See, Manasseh is not a son of Jacob.
Right.
Manasseh was Joseph's son, but he was counted with the 12 tribes. That's what Jacob told Joseph in Genesis, I believe, 50 or 49 or 50. So count Manasseh here. So that would be, I believe, 6. Go ahead.
Of the tribe of Simeon was sealed 12,000.
7.
Of the tribe of Levi was sealed 12,000.
I think that's 8. So even Levi getting sealed here. Go ahead.
Of the tribe of Issachar was sealed 12,000.
9.
Of the tribe of Zebulun was sealed 12,000.
10.
Of the tribe of Joseph was sealed 12,000.
Now he got Joseph here. Manasseh come out of Joseph. It got Joseph here. Instead of saying Ephraim, it just said Joseph. So that's where you still end up with 12,000 from each tribe, from 12 tribes. And last but not least, the youngest one was who?
Of the tribe of Benjamin was sealed 12,000.
So Dan is conspicuously missing here. Why? We can't say for sure, but we know they still a tribe. How do we know they still a tribe? Let's go to Joshua, see if we can pick something up here. When Israel inherited the land. This is when Israel inherited the land. Let's see. Because in the beginning, 2.5 tribes, Moses gave them their inheritance on one side of Jordan before they crossed over into the main portion of the promised land. Moses gave 2.5 tribes their inheritance. So let's read this. Let's go to Joshua 14. Joshua 14. Pick it up at verse 1.
And these are the countries which the children of Israel inherited in the land of Canaan, which Eleazar the priest and Joshua the son of Nun and the heads of the fathers of the tribe of the children of Israel distributed for inheritance to them.
See, Joshua was in charge. Moses was dead by this time, so Moses' brother was dead, Aaron. So Joshua, who took over for Moses, Eleazar, who was Aaron's son, took over for him. They running the show now. So they dished out the land when they got into the promised land. Moses didn't do that, but Moses had gave a couple of tribes, 2.5 to be precise, land before they crossed over Jordan, before they got to Jericho. Go ahead.
Verse 2. By lot was their inheritance, as the Lord commanded by the hand of Moses, for the 9 tribes and for the half tribe. 9
tribes and a half, because like I said, 2.5 got it previously on the other side of Jordan. He even split one up. And he's going to tell us, go ahead.
For Moses had given the inheritance of the 2 tribes and a half tribe on the other side of Jordan. But unto the Levites he gave none inheritance.
See, he didn't get none. So it still ended up 12 tribes. There's always one missing. It still ended up with 12 divided by 12. Because Levi didn't get one, so only 2.5 on that side of Jordan and the other 9.5 on this side of Jordan. Go ahead.
Inheritance among them. For the children of Joseph were 2 tribes, Manasseh and Ephraim.
See, he's telling us, children of Joseph were 2 tribes, Manasseh and Ephraim. Go ahead.
Therefore, they gave no part unto the Levites in the land, save cities to dwell in, with their suburbs for their cattle and for their substance.
Okay. Now let's, because actually the two and a half tribes was, it was Gad and half of Manasseh got theirs on the other half of Jordan. And the other one was, who's the other one? I forgot who it was. It wasn't Naphtali. Let's see, I gotta find it now.
Is it Reuben over here?
Yeah, Reuben. Yeah, it's Reuben, yeah. Yeah, Reuben, half of Manasseh and Gad. They all got their inheritance before they crossed over Jordan. But now, let's go to, so it's kind of broken down how they got it. So, of course, Dan got some land. That go without saying. The only one didn't get land was Levi. So let's go to Ezekiel 48 now. Ezekiel 48. Ezekiel 48. And we'll run it down again. So this is future. So that was past in Joshua. Ezekiel 48 is future once the Lord come back and bring Israel from captivity worldwide. This is future. Pick it up at
Verse
1. Yeah, you can start then. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Now these are the names of the tribes from the north end to the coast of the way of Hethlon, as one goeth to Hamath, and Hazarenan, the border of Damascus, northward to the coast of Hamath. For these are the sides east and west of portion for Dan.
A portion for Dan. Now keep in mind, this is future. Here, go ahead.
And by the border of Dan, from the east side unto the west side, a portion for Asher. And by the border of Asher, from the east side even to the west side, a portion for Naphtali. And by the border of Naphtali, from the east side unto the west side, a portion of Manasseh. And by the border of Manasseh, from the east side unto the west side, a portion for Ephraim. And by the border of Ephraim, from the east side even unto the west side, a portion for Reuben. And by the border of Reuben, from the east side unto the west side, a portion for Judah. And by the border of Judah, from the east side unto the west side, shall be the offering which ye shall offer of 25,000 reeds in breadth and in length as one of the other parts. From the east side unto the west side, and the sanctuary shall be in the midst of it. The oblation that ye shall offer unto the Lord shall be of 25,000 in length and of 10,000 in breadth. And for them, even for the priests, shall be this holy oblation. Toward the north, 25,000 in length.
Okay, now that's good. So we read, it mentioned Dan right off the bat. In verse 2, and by the border of Dan, excuse me, from the east side and west side, a portion for Asher. So it mentioned Dan, it mentioned Asher. After that, it mentioned Naphtali at verse 3 and 4. It mentioned Manasseh. So that's Dan, Asher, Naphtali, Manasseh, that's 4. It mentioned Ephraim, that's 5. It mentioned Reuben, that's 6. Then it mentioned Judah, which is the centerpiece, because that's where the capital is in Jerusalem. That's 7, right?
Yep.
So let's skip, because now we're talking about all Judah. He's talking about the city and everything, the headquarters, Jerusalem. So let's fast forward to verse 23. We'll read 22 for argument's sake. Go ahead.
Moreover, from the possession of the Levites and from the possession of the city, being in the midst of that which is the princes, between the border of Judah and the border of Benjamin shall be for the prince.
Okay, so now it's even going to be, the Lord going to be his king, but it's going to be a literal prince living among Israel. Go ahead, 23.
As for the rest of the tribes, from the east side and to the west side, Benjamin shall have a portion.
Okay, so that would be number 8. Go ahead.
And by the border of Benjamin, from the east side to the west side, Simeon shall have a portion.
Number 9, go ahead.
And by the border of Simeon, from the east side unto the west side, Issachar a portion.
Okay, that's number 10.
And by the border of Issachar, from the east side unto the west side, Zebulun a portion.
Okay, number 11.
And by the border of Zebulun, from the east side unto the west side, Gad a portion.
Gad a portion. Now this included Dan, right? This is future. We know this is future, brothers and sisters, because they did it in Joshua. This is when the Lord bring us back. Go ahead.
Verse 28. And by the border of Gad at the south side southward, the border shall even from Tamar unto the waters of the strife in Kadesh, and to the river toward the great sea.
Go ahead.
This is the land which ye shall divide by lot unto the tribes of Israel for inheritance. And these are their portion, saith the Lord God.
These are the portions. So, Dan's still going to have land. So he's still in existence for whatever reason, and we could speculate, but there's no scripture to tell you, he didn't get sealed in Revelation. But he's still going to be around. So all of them can't get killed. So maybe they all in the wilderness, because a lot of people will be in the wilderness by then. Let's read that right quick. And because that's when the people getting sealed, while the bulk of the people are already in the wilderness. Revelation 12. Because it's going to be much more than 144,000 Israelites. Much more than that. Revelation 12, pick it up at verse 6.
And the woman fled into the wilderness where she had the place prepared of God, that they should feed her there 1,203 days.
3.5 years. That's how long tribulation is. So she being protected. Now the people in Revelation 7, they getting sealed at the end of tribulation. When the Lord started to intervene and pour out his wrath, start to plague man more and more. Skip down to verse 14.
Verse 14. Mm-hmm. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time and times and a half a time from the face of the serpent.
3.5 years. Times and a half. That's 3.5 years. Same as 1,260 days. That's 60. 3.5 years. But what the devil do? 15.
And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood.
He causing her to be carried away, trying to kill the woman, but she gonna make it safely in the wilderness. Go ahead.
And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood, which the dragon cast out of his mouth.
So that's like an army. But now, what the dragon gonna do now? Go ahead.
And the dragon was wroth with the woman.
That mean angry.
And went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
Oh, the remnant. See, that's where the 144,000 come in at. They still out there in the world. That's why they need to get sealed at the end of that thing. They survive this right here, him going to make war with them. They going to live. And by the time we get to the end and the Lord start to pour out his wrath, he ain't going to hurt his own. You're going to be like Israel was in Goshen. Like I was telling some brother, we had power outages, had a bad storm. and a lot of power outages and stuff, and stuff like that gonna happen. But ultimately, eventually, people like us that's serving God, we're gonna be sealed. We ain't gonna have to deal with it. That's how it was in Egypt. So that's how they gonna be. They gonna have to deal with it at first, because they're not gonna be in the wilderness totally out the way. He coming back to make war with the remnant of her seed, which do what again?
I'm sorry.
End of 17.
And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of God.
Oh, that's how you know the woman, the church. Don't nobody want to keep the commandment, but that's what the church do. The real church. Which keep the commandments of God and what?
And have the testimony of Jesus Christ.
And have the testimony of Jesus Christ. Okay, so Dan's still a tribe. They still around. They just didn't get sealed. All right, what else we got?
JT, peace again. Is the third temple built, and how close are we to great tribulation? Also, will there be a one world governor before one world religion?
What was the first part? Sorry.
Is the third temple built, and how close are we to great tribulation?
Yeah, we can't really say. We know we got a little time, but it's not built. You know, we would know that yet. And we can't really say how close we are. You know, I give it again. We've been saying it for a while. Brothers in the 80s were saying, it's going to be 15, 20 years. But I really think we within that limit now.
Yeah.
15, 20 years, we should have some tribulation for sure. Still got some I's to dot and some T's to cross. And the big one is we see a little bit of it happen. This stuff takes time, and we got to have patience. But we see a little bit of it happen because one of the big things coming out of this war with Iran, that's why it seems like it's getting prolonged and prolonged. The longer it lasts, the worse it's going to be on us in this country. The worse it's going to be on America. The longer it lasts, the worse it's going to be. And we've been knowing the handwriting been on the wall for America to take a back seat. They got to take a back seat. But most people don't even know who's going to step up. Right, like people right now, they looking at China. You know, of course, Iran gonna be something when this is done. But they looking at China, who really, you know, looking good. They looking at Russia. Russia got their hands filled. Really, they don't. They just taking it slow. They gonna finish Ukraine. And if you pay attention, you'll know that they gonna finish Ukraine off. But that's all in the East. Who gonna step up? Somebody got to step up in the West and take the lead from America. Who gonna do that? Nobody paying attention to that. China not. They're not gonna be able to do it. They're not gonna be able. The EU, the European Economic Community, which is really the revived Roman Empire. They got to step up. So until you see that, you know it's not getting ready to happen. It's not getting ready to happen. So that's what we waiting on. Been waiting on it for a long time. It's getting close, and Europe is now being forced, because America studied shooting themselves in the foot so bad. Europe being forced, because America they've been running it. They've been running it. Matter of fact, since the Soviet Union, the USSR failed, kind of lost some steam in the 90s, before that even. Since then, America been the top dog. They've been checking everybody. But before it was USSR and America, the Cold War. Then out of that, America was calling shots. They calling shots. But eventually, we knew America had to take a back. Mute yourself on the conference line, or we're going to have to mute you. We'll mute you. Oh, that's who it was. Yeah. Okay. So, anyway, we got a little time. They forcing Europe hand because America been called in. America, now they pulling out troops out of some of them European countries, and they going to be forced to step up. So how quick that happens, you know, we going to see. But one thing about it, don't nobody want to just give power up. So, the handwriting got to be on the wall. So America not just going to totally abdicate. They're going to try to hold on. But then again, Britain was the powerhouse back even up until World War II. Britain was still pretty much the powerhouse. And they had to take a back seat. But they had to kind of be forced to take a back seat. Who was they forced by? America. America told them time to sit down. And then they took off. Same thing about to happen with America. The EU is going to have to step up. But we don't, unless you got spiritual eyes, don't nobody even see that coming. We know because we understand the Bible. So that's what we waiting on. So it's going to take some time still for all the pieces to be put in place. It's going to take some time. Russia getting their house in order, America declining as they should, and eventually we're going to see the EU step up. They already got their little currency in place. America been trying to stomp that out. See, when you understand behind the scenes, you know what's going on. America been stomping at the euro, trying to get, because don't nobody want to lose power. So they even did something recently. They trying to save Japan. That's going to be a big fall for America. When Japan's economy fall, that's going to hurt America because they invested in that, and they tried to use the euro to help Japan, and at the same time weaken the euro. But all that's behind the scenes. It's coming, whether people like it or not. So, what was that last part? I forgot that quick.
The last part. Also, will there be a one world government before one world religion?
So let's just read that. That's what you need. That's really what I've been saying. You need the government in place for the religion, because the man of sin, he got to have some power. Where he going to get power from? He's going to get power from the government, which has the armies. Revelation 13:1. Revelation 13:1. Go ahead, read.
And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Now that beast is the army. That's the government. And it ain't going to be a one world government. Let me rephrase. It's not going to be a one world government, because that's why the Lord got the Eastern Bloc that won't join in with the West. But it's always East Coast, West Coast battle. And so that's what it's going to be. So it ain't going to be, but the Western government got to come into play. And this is it right here, what I just was saying. They got to step up and take over, fill the void that America is leaving. Go ahead.
And upon his horns, 10 crowns, and upon his head the name of blasphemy.
Go ahead.
And the beast which I saw was unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power, and his seat and great authority. Okay, so he getting his power from Satan, but this is the government here. This is the government here.
Go ahead, verse 4. Oh, I'm sorry,
Okay,
verse
3.
3, yeah.
And I saw one of the heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed.
That's that Roman head that didn't die. He just wouldn't die. Got hurt bad. Ain't been able to call the shots like they used to. But it's coming back. It's being healed. Go ahead.
And all the world wondered after the beast.
All the world wondered after the beast, which is the government. Go ahead.
And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast.
Now pay attention to this. Number one, Satan is the one orchestrating it behind the scenes, the dragon. So notice when you say worship, that's really what it's about. Satan want to be worshiped like God. And they worship the dragon, which gave power unto the beast, though, the empire. Go ahead.
And they worshiped the beast.
And they worship the beast, the empire in this case. And what they say about this empire, go ahead.
Saying, who is like unto the beast?
Uh-huh.
Who is able to make war with him?
Oh, who is able to make war with him? See, this whole landscape of this world got to change. See, right now, we just at the beginning of America showing that even though they've been had so much power, it was good to just have the mystique of having the power. Now they done went out here and tried to jump on Iran, and Iran then backed them into a corner, and they can't get out of it. See, so that just kind of show its limitations to their power when it come to war. They had the mystique of being invincible, had everybody scared. Now all of a sudden, they've been smacking Iran. Don't make no mistake about it. But Iran strategically is winning because Iran said we'll tear this whole mother down just by blocking the strait. We'll tear it down. Eventually, it's a house of cards. It's gonna fall, and that's why they got to deal with it. That's why they talking about, it'll be a few weeks. They thought they was going to wrap this up in a few weeks. Been 6 months now. Yep. Ain't no few weeks. And can't get out of it because don't want to look bad, but can't stay in it because it's going to keep hurt. So that's between a rock and a hard place. But the bottom line is they showing they not the powerhouse that they used to be and that everybody kind of assumed they were because they can't even, the president say, well, we destroyed their army, we destroyed, they ain't got nothing. They study firing missiles, though. Yep. They study firing missiles at everybody. And they study holding down the strait, which is going, because one thing got to happen, too, we know this. The economy going to have to crash. That's usually a sign of something. The economy going to have to crash. And they're going to have to reshape things, kind of like the Great Depression in 1929 or whatever. We looking at some similar stuff, just like they had a pandemic before that. We had a pandemic. We waiting on the economy to crash now. It's just a matter of time. And this might be the thing to make it do it with what Iran is doing. Because they putting a stranglehold. That's why prices then went up. So, but to show you it's going to be a power shift because they going to say, can't nobody make war with the beast. This beast is not America. This beast is the revived Roman Empire. Now, let's skip over. But that's the key. It's about power. Skip over to verse 11 and look at something.
And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. And he had 2 horns like a lamb. And he spake as a dragon.
So another beast, not really another kingdom, because you got the kingdom you need that's rising up. Can't nobody make war with them. But what is this other beast representing? It's representing the power structure, the leadership. Because the question was, is it going to be a government first and then false religion? Yeah. Yeah, the government and the religion come with the government. That's how it always got here. For instance, the Roman Catholic Church came through the Roman Empire. Came through that way. Wouldn't have been no Roman Empire, we wouldn't have had no Roman Catholic Church. Maybe we'd have had a Greek church, because the Greek Empire was ruling before that. So look, he said, another beast coming out of the earth, he had 2 horns like a lamb, spake as a dragon. This is the 2 leaderships of the revived Roman Empire. The 2 men. It's not going to be an emperor only. It's going to be an emperor and a false prophet, a religious man. That's why he said he got 2 horns like a lamb, looking holy, looking okay, looking like a lamb, speaking as the devil, working for the devil. And what did he do? How we know what this is again? Verse 12.
And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him.
See, this is the power of the first beast then. He exercising the power. This is a 2-headed system then. 2-man leadership. He exercised all the power of the first beast before him and do what?
And causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast.
Oh, he ain't doing nothing on his own. He ain't trying to get with worship this beast. No, this is the power of the other beast. He called everybody, but again, there go the worship for you. But you need the beast because the beast is the one that's making it happen. You need the empire. You need the government. This is going to be a governmental thing. That's the only way you can make laws and say, bow down, take this mark, or we're going to kill you. You got the government. This is not no game on the side. This is the government. Let's look at it. Go to Daniel 11. But we waiting on the shift in the government, and that's what's really taking the time. But we getting close now. This war in Iran is showing us something. It's not the war. They talking about they might use nuke. They can't use it too much if they do. It's a small percentage saying they might drop a nuke right now, because we ain't there yet. We ain't at that time yet. But you can see they might want to, because Iran is steadily thumbing their nose at the big power. And that says a lot in itself. Daniel 11. Let's read something here. Just give you an idea what we're looking for. Daniel 11 and verse 30. Daniel 11 and verse 30. Go ahead, read that. For
the ships of Shaitan shall come against him. Therefore he shall be grieved and return and have indignation against the holy covenant. So shall he do.
Go ahead.
He shall even return and have intelligence with them that forsake the holy covenant.
Now this is an example. This is the old days. The ships of Shittim, and all of this is go back in the day when the Greek Empire was still in control, and the Roman Empire took over from them. And that's what was about to happen here. But I really come here to just show you one aspect, because things repeat itself. Verse 31.
And an arm shall stand on his part.
An arm. So this is a type of the end time. This is not the end time. This is back in the day during the Greek Empire time. This guy, Antiochus Epiphanes. It said, arms shall stand on his part. See, the only way you can effectively rule the world through religion and make people do what you want to do, you got to have the government. You got to have an army. That's why I said, arms shall stand on his part. And now he's going to do some dirt in the Holy Land. He did it back then. And this is the same thing going to happen in our day. Some more dirt in the Holy Land. The abomination of desolation again. 2.0. An arm shall stand on his part. Go ahead.
And they shall pollute the sanctuary of strength, and shall take away the daily sacrifice.
Take away the daily sacrifice. That's Israel doing what they doing. Even though Edom is in there now, they're going to be doing it at this time, and they're going to stop it again. But go ahead.
And they shall place the abomination that maketh desolate.
The abomination make that. Now keep in mind, this is back in the Greek Empire. So we talking, what? Over, 2,300 years ago or so. Maybe not that much, 21, 22. We're talking a minute ago, though. Over 2,000, way before the Christ even showed up. Now let's back up to the 8th chapter, and this is going to fast forward us to the end with this false religious leader. But the key is he got the government. He got the armies. That's the only way anybody can do what they do. They got to have armies. Daniel 8. Let's get right to it at verse 23. Daniel 8 and 23. Go ahead.
And in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to full, a king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up.
Okay, who is this king? This is one of the ones in Revelation. This is actually, he called one the emperor type guy, beast. He called the kingdom the beast, and he also called the emperor type guy the beast. You got to know how to separate that. But he called the other leader, who really want to be the boss, he called him the false prophet. Mm-hmm. And this is him here. He said, in the latter time of their king, this is Gentile dynasty, when transgressors come to the full, we're at the end of the world now. Sinner's time is running out. That's what transgressors come to the full mean. A king of fierce kind, knows he's a king, fierce kind of understanding dark sentences. He know about some stuff, some deep stuff that's hidden. He gonna stand up and what, 24?
And his power should be mighty, but not by his own power.
Oh, he gonna have mighty power, but not by his own. What he got? Go ahead.
And he should destroy wonderfully.
Well, how he gonna destroy wonderfully? And how he gonna have power not by his own? Because he got the armies. And he got witchcraft, devilish power too. But go ahead.
And shall prosper and practice and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people.
How he gonna destroy the mighty and the holy people? Through the government that he ruling over, through their armies. Go ahead.
And through his policy also he should cause craft to prosper.
Also, he got witchcraft power. That's when he gonna be doing the miracles. Go ahead.
Craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart. And by peace shall destroy many.
And by peace. That means he religion. He using peace as his calling card. But he's a wicked man. That's why I said by peace, he gonna destroy many. Isn't that something? But then this lets you know this the end. This the one Jesus gonna come and deal with. Jesus gonna come deal with him expeditiously after that 3.5 years. So he's the religious leader putting out the mark of the beast, but he had to have the government in place to do that. That's what people don't realize. Go ahead.
He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand.
The prince of princes is Jesus himself. He gonna meet Jesus. He gonna meet his maker. Then he going down. He gonna get to do his dirt. He said he gonna destroy wonderfully. He gonna be killing saints. He said the mighty and the holy people. Revelation 6 said the same thing. He gonna be killing some saints. But he gonna stand up against the prince of princes. He gonna be broken without hand. Let's go see when he meet the prince of princes. But the key is he got armies, and we'll get to that. But we'll read when he meet him right here. 2 Thessalonians 2. 2 Thessalonians. Let's get right to it. Verse 3.
Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
See, that man of sin, the son of destruction. That's what perdition is. What'd he do? 4.
Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped.
Oh, he want to be worshiped once again. And he exalted himself above the Almighty. Go ahead.
So that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
Look at that. He going to be in the temple of God. But guess how he going to get to the temple? He got some armies to take it over, to take over the whole land. He got armies. Got to have a government in place. Go ahead.
Verse 5.
No, I'm sorry. Skip to verse, we get right to it. Skip to verse 8 and go ahead.
And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
He going to meet the prince of princes. So this wicked man got to be revealed. He going to move into the temple of God. That's when, if you don't know, you're going to know then. In Jerusalem, they got to build it. So all this got to happen. Then he going to move in. He going to be there for 3.5 years. And so he said, then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. Go ahead.
And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
Well, if the Lord, none other than Jesus, the Prince of Princes, if he's destroying him, what happened to his armies? They right there. He got to deal with them too. See, it looked like he's just dealing with a man by himself. He can't be by himself. He couldn't do this by himself. He wouldn't be able to pull this off. You got to have the government and the armies that come with it to pull this off. He said, then shall whom the Lord, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, the second coming. And remember, the man caused craft to prosper in his hand in Daniel 8 before he stood up against the prince of princes. Let's see what 9 say. Go ahead.
Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan.
This man got power after the working of Satan with what?
With all power and signs and lying wonders.
He got power doing signs and lying wonders. He got some showing up power. But his power, it derives from the armies. He ain't got all power like God, or else he wouldn't be getting beat down. Right. I guess he think he can do it. Last place, Revelation 17. Revelation 17. And here go the armies again. He got a combination of armies, because that's what's going to make Rome a powerhouse again, putting the pieces back together of the old Roman Empire when they ruled over Europe and beyond, but that was where the headquarters was at, in Italy. 17 and 12, go ahead.
And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but received power as kings won out with the beast.
Oh, 10 individual kings gonna be rolling with the beast. And what they gonna do? 13.
These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast.
Oh, they gonna get a power and strength to the beast. That means they got armies. These are 10 individual countries that's gonna unite as one. It's gonna be a United States of Europe. They're going to unite as one. These have one mind and shall give their power and strength to the beast. So this is what the false prophet is using. He got the emperor guy overseeing them, and he using them to do his bidding. And in the final analysis, we just saw the man gonna stand up against the princes. We just saw the Lord gonna destroy the man with the brightness of his coming. But who he got with him? 14.
These shall make war with the Lamb.
These armies shall make war with the Lamb. Go ahead.
And the Lamb shall overcome them.
Of course he is. Go ahead.
For he is Lord of lords
Yes,
and
he
King
is.
of kings.
Uh-huh.
And they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful.
And that's where we want to be. But hopefully that answered that. I'm gonna look on Facebook just to see something. All right, so on Facebook we got Kathleen Spears. Peace, family. Can you explain Matthews 18 and 10? Okay. All right, Sister Kathleen. We got Helen Beasley. Good evening, everyone. Al-G Riverdale. Peace, sis. Kathy Jones. Peace. Peace, sis. Brian Newby. Need this word like a duck need a boat. All right. Peace, family. Here we go. Matthew 18, and we're going to read verse 10. Matthew 18 and verse 10. Go ahead, read it.
Take heed that ye despise not one of these little ones. For I say unto you that in heaven their angels do always behold the face of my Father which is in heaven.
Okay. So I guess we would have to read up a little bit to know, but just to explain it, these are those who riding with the Lord. These are the Lord's saints. He's referring to them as little ones. For I say unto you that in heaven their angels do always behold the face of my Father which is in heaven. So now, let's back up. Let's back up to, because, he said little ones. He used a little child as an example. Even though he's not talking about little children in that verse, but the disciples was arguing. About 18 and 1, let's read it. Go ahead.
At the same time came the disciples unto Jesus, saying, who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? Mm-hmm. And Jesus called a little child unto him and set him in the midst of them.
So he called a little child as an example. But he's making an example for the grown folks because they arguing, they bickering over who they think the greatest in the kingdom, which is not showing no humility, which is what you need to have with the Lord first and foremost. You start losing humility, you be losing your spot that you would have with the Lord. So they arguing over who the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. Jesus turned around and didn't call none of them up. He didn't say, well, Peter, come on up. He called the little child, set him in the midst of them, and said, what at verse 3?
And he said, verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Okay, except you be converted and become as little children, you're not going to get into the kingdom of heaven. So he used a child as an example for the grown folks. You better humble yourself. You got to humble yourself. And if you humble yourself, you're going to be good. Verse 4.
Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little child.
Oh, you need to humble yourself as this little child. So I'm trying to make the point is that he's talking about his saints, not necessarily some little children, period, when he said little ones. Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little child, go ahead.
The same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven.
The same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven. That's how you be great. Humble yourself. 5.
And whoso shall receive one such little child in my name.
Okay, so what are we talking about? We talking about really a little child? No, we talking about those that humble themselves as little children. Because now they the ones going out doing the work. Children got to grow up to that. They got to grow in stature. They need to keep that humility, but they got to grow in stature, right? So he ain't been going out, you know, he said, you know, of course he said stuff like, you know, that if the rocks cry out, if these will hold their peace, the rocks will cry out, talking about some children that was praising him. But the Lord used adults to handle his business. He said, and whosoever shall receive one such little child in my name receiveth me. Verse 6.
But whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea.
See, but so who is it? His saints. Those who he using, those are the little ones. You can put some, you know, of course, if you hurt a child, you know, that go for the same thing. But really, he's talking about the ones that's out carrying the word. Because he even told his disciples, I'm sending you out to preach. I'm sending you as sheep in the midst of wolves. So it's dangerous out there. It's dangerous. So he already letting you know. Notice he keep on going. Verse 7. We ain't even got back to 10 yet. But we see where this is going. Go ahead.
Woe unto the world because of offenses.
Woe unto the world because of offenses. Go ahead.
For it must be needs be the offenses come. But woe to them that man by whom the offenses cometh. Wherefore, if thy hand or thy foot offend thee, cut them off and cast them from thee. It is better for thee to enter into halt or maimed rather than having 2 hands or 2 hands to be cast into everlasting fire.
So he say that a lot. That's an example. You don't want to go into hell fire. So whatever you got to do to avoid it, do it. He used the example of the eye next. But go ahead, verse 10 again.
Take heed that you despise not one of these little ones.
Okay, so the little ones is dealing with his saints, period, who humble themselves and be like little children. Go ahead.
For I say unto you that in heaven their angels do always behold the face of my Father which is in heaven.
So he said in heaven, their angels always behold the face of my Father which is in heaven. But now, that leads us to something else. Let's go to Acts 5 right quick. Because they was harming some of the little ones to a degree. Let's see, is this Acts 5? Let's see. Might be Acts 4. Let's see. Maybe it's a little later. Hold on. 1 second. Because Peter was in jail, and something happened.
Acts 5.
That is Acts 5?
Yep. Check around.
I didn't go down far enough.
Around 20, well, it's like 17, around 17.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this might be a different one. Goodness. Let's see. Yeah, that's one.
When the angel let him out of prison.
Mm-hmm. I think it's when the angel let him out, but he got out. Because he went to the door. Let's see something. It's right up in there, too. Oh, it's all the way down to Acts 12, yeah. Acts 12, yeah, it's much later, okay. Yeah. So this is another occasion he was in jail. Acts 12. So the angel, I'm going to cut to the chase. The angel let Peter out of jail this time. Herod was really planning to do something to him. He's planning to hurt one of the Lord's little ones. Now, so this is right, he didn't know what was going on. 10, we'll pick it up, 12 and 10, go ahead.
When they were past the first and the second ward.
It's the angel who leading them out of prison. Mm-hmm. And they passing the wards. Go ahead.
They came into the iron gate that leadeth unto the city, mm-hmm. which opened to them of his own accord.
Yes, go ahead.
And they went out and passed on through one street, and forthwith the angel departed from him.
The angel departed from Peter, mm-hmm. broke him out of jail. One of them little ones. Yep. Go ahead.
And when Peter was come to himself, he said, Now I know of surety that the Lord hath sent his angel and have delivered me out of the hand of Herod and from all the expectation of the people of the Jews.
See, it's like he was in a daze, just going through. He's like, is this real or what? You know, gates opening on their own. And then the angel left him, and then he was back to kind of normal status. He's like, man, this really happened. Because, you know, that ain't something happen every day, right? Angels show up and bust you out. But go ahead.
Verse 12.
Uh-huh.
And when he had considered the thing, he came to the house of Mary.
He came to the house of Mary. We want to get to this part. Go ahead.
The mother of John, whose surname was Mark, where many were gathered together praying. And as Peter knocked at the door of the gate, a damsel came to hearken named Rhoda.
So he knocked at the door, and this Rhoda came to the door. Go ahead.
And when she knew Peter's voice, she opened not the gate for gladness, but ran in and told how Peter stood before the gate.
Okay, so I don't know why she just didn't open it first, but she was so excited. She went back. Now the man's still out there knocking, like, what's going on? She went back to tell everybody, 15.
And they said unto her, thou art mad.
And they don't even believe her. They don't even believe her. But I guess this is good this happened because we get to see something. Go ahead.
But she constantly affirmed that it was even so. Then said they, it is his angel.
Oh, it is his angel. Just like he said, the angel do always in heaven behold my Father's face in heaven. So the Lord got angels for his saints. He said that. He said they just said, oh, well, it ain't him, it's his angel. But go ahead.
Verse 16. But Peter continued knocking.
He's still knocking all this time. They having a whole conversation about him. Yeah, that ain't him. But just go to the door and see. Go ahead.
And when they opened the door and saw him, they were astonished.
They were astonished because they figured it's a wrap for Peter. He got locked up, but the Lord bust him out. But he had the angel do it, and we verified that the saints got angels like it was in Matthew 18 and 10. So hopefully that answered that. Something else on, I'm sure we got something on
YouTube.
yeah.
Yep. Peace, Sister Cheryl. Peace, Sister LECB. Peace, Brother Terrell. Peace, Brother Rashad. Peace, Sister Poor Israel. Peace, AFEW. Peace to everybody that's on YouTube. Let's see. Next question, trying to make sure I ain't skip nobody's question. Next question from Kindness. Is there a biblical difference between gossiping and informing? How to tell when it becomes sin? Is there a difference between gossiping and informing? And how do you tell if it's sin?
Yeah, definitely. So the difference is, you know, you're trying to help the situation. So, and that has to be the motive. You're not just telling business. So let's just read something here in Proverbs first. I think it's Proverbs 10. Proverbs 10. And let me read one here. Let's see. One second. There's a bunch of them here. Let me just find one. Looking for Proverbs 18. What that say? Destruction. And his. Let's see. Eleven, not 10. Yeah, Proverbs 11. Let's look at 13. Proverbs 11 and 13. Go ahead.
A talebearer revealeth secrets, but he that is of a faithful spirit concealeth the matter.
Okay, so, you know, everything obviously not meant to be told. Everything is not meant to be told. So you have to, you know, understand that it's a time for everything. So he said, talebearer revealeth secrets, but he that is of a faithful spirit concealeth the matter. So you don't have to tell everything you know. But now if someone needs some help, then you know that's an instance you would try to help them. For instance, he tell you in a number of places, but Proverbs 25, since we here, Proverbs 25, and it's kind of another warning here. Proverbs 25 and verse 9, go ahead.
Debate thy cause with thy neighbor himself.
Now, even if you got conflict, you don't have to be telling other people about it. You try to handle that between you and the person you got conflict with. Debate thy cause with thy neighbor himself. And what?
And discover not a secret to another.
And discover not a secret to another. You're not discovering a secret to somebody else. If you got an issue, you going to debate it with the person you got the issue with. Lest what?
I'm sorry.
Verse 10.
Lest he that heareth it put thee to shame.
Lest he that heareth thee put thee to shame. Go ahead.
And thine infamy turn not away.
See, somebody put you to shame. And you'll be embarrassed. New Testament, Matthew 18. Let's go there. Matthew 18. This the Lord himself gave us some advice on this matter. And it's going to be the same advice, except we're going to take a little turn. We're going to take a little turn. Pick it up at verse 15. Matthew 18 and 15. Go ahead and read it.
Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone.
That's just like Proverbs, right? Jesus backing up. Deal with it personally. You ain't got to be gossiping. You ain't got to tell nobody. You shouldn't. Some people be gossiping. They ain't even told the person they got a problem with. Let alone you just putting your 2 cents in somebody else's bid. You don't even have nothing to do with it. You putting your 2 cents in their business. That's when it's time to be quiet. Now, if it's a way to help, then you can get involved. Like here, go ahead.
If he should hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother.
You went to him by yourself, brother or sister. If they listen, boom, it's over. You ain't got to put it on Channel 5 News. Go ahead.
But if he would not hear thee.
But on the other hand, it's a time for everything. If he don't hear you and he got a problem and he done something to you, go ahead.
Then take with thee 1 or 2 more.
Now you take some witnesses. Now it's time to tell somebody. Because we ain't got nowhere. Go ahead.
That in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, every word may be established.
That in the mouth. So this is just witnesses to it. So, and the witnesses, they going to be just. They got to be just. So they going to, whatever's wrong, they going to be able to see it. And they going to be like, okay. So now they are involved. Now you brought somebody else in it. So other than that, just to be telling somebody business, you know, you getting into talebearing. That's why he told you he does of a faithful matter, spirit, concealeth the matter. You know, so that's the warning right there. It is a time to kind of help, but you got to know that time. And it's when you, in most cases, it's when you have exhausted stuff on the individual level. Yeah. All right. Next question.
Peace, Sister Chrissy. How does God want us to handle disappointment and hurt so that it doesn't turn into bitterness?
Well, he definitely wants you to do that. And he telling you he wants you to put your trust and your focus on him. And that's always the key. If you focusing on some disappointment too much, you know, you got to get past it. Go to Psalm 37. Psalm 37. So he warning you against it, period. So you don't start getting depressed and getting caught up on the wrong thing, regardless of what it is. 37:1.
Fret not thyself because of evildoers.
So this can be a thing you can do. You can be upset and bothered by evildoers. Don't fret yourself because of evildoers. Go ahead.
Neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity.
Neither be envious against the worker of iniquity. Why?
For they should soon be cut down, like the grass, and wither as the green herb. Trust in the Lord.
Oh, that's the key. Trust in the Lord. Go ahead.
And do good.
And do good. Go ahead.
So shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed.
See, the Lord gonna look out for you. Even if it don't look like it, the Lord gonna look out for you. Go ahead.
Trust in the Lord, and do good, and shall dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed.
4.
Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Commit thy way unto the Lord. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass.
See, keep trusting in the Lord. Keep going.
And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday.
Yes.
Rest in the Lord, and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way.
See, so obviously some stuff not going your way. And he's telling you how to handle it. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. That's not always easy. That's why he got to tell you. Go ahead.
Because of the man who
Fret not thyself, and because of him who prospered in his way. Because of what again? I'm sorry. In the 7. Because of
prospered in his way because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass.
See, somebody getting over. That'll make you mad. And you hold on to that, it'll make you bitter. Now you're angry. Now you out of pocket if you let it. Verse 8.
Cease from anger.
Cease from anger. Go ahead.
And forsake wrath.
Forsake wrath. Go ahead.
Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil.
See, don't worry about it. The Lord gonna handle it. What he gonna do? Verse 9.
For evildoers should be cut off.
They gonna get what they got coming. So this is one way you can be disappointed, you could be down. The Lord telling you it's going to be taken care of. And it boils down to just putting your trust in the Lord, whatever it is. Whether it's an individual, whether it's just stuff general, maybe it's the way your life going, the way you feeling, you ain't feeling too good. It all boils back down to trust in the Lord. Let's go to the New Testament. Let's go to Romans 8. Matter of fact, let's go to Hebrews first. Let's go to Hebrews. Let's go to Hebrews. Hebrews 12. So this is stuff that's not going your way. And he warned you. Verse 1. Hebrews 12:1. Go ahead.
Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witness.
We got a great cloud of witness. He really referring to the 11th chapter of Hebrews, but go ahead.
Let us lay aside every weight
Let us lay aside every weight. Go ahead.
And the sin which doth so easily beset us.
That's what we got to. That's the most important thing. Get your sins forgiven and stay away from them. And the sin which doth so easily beset us. Go ahead and do what?
And let us run with patience the race that is set before us.
Yep, there go that patience. Go ahead.
Looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith.
Looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith. Look unto him. What he do? Go ahead.
Who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross.
He endured. Talking about enduring something. You ain't endured nothing till you endure the cross. Get nailed to a tree. Go ahead.
Despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of God.
And he had wicked people do that to him. And he took it. Go ahead.
For consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself.
So you use him as an example. Consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest what happened to you?
Lest ye be wearied and faint in your mind.
See, you'll be bitter, you'll get woe down, and you'll faint in your mind. Look at what he went through. Look at what Job went through. Look at how Joseph was put in prison, sold by his own brothers at first, put in prison, and he still didn't get bitter. He still trusted in the Most High. But this is the chief example. Consider the Lord that endures such contradictions of sinners against himself, lest you be weary and faint in your minds. Let's skip over to so he warned you, even when the Lord doing stuff to you, that's what, whatever happening to you, the Lord is letting it go down. That's why you got to trust him. And sometimes he's just checking you a little bit. Verse 11.
Verse 11. Now, no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous.
Oh, it's not going to make you feel good. The Lord might tap on you a little bit. No chastening, chastisement, for the present seem to be joyous. We're going to deal with this on the Sabbath. The chastisement from the Lord. We're going to deal with it Friday night. What the heck? How you get in here? So, went back to the back. So here we go. No chastening for the present seemed to be joyous, but grievous. Yeah, it seemed to be grievous when you're going through it. Nevertheless, what?
Nevertheless, afterward it yielded the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby.
Oh, but it yielded the peace. If you use it for what it's worth, if you keep your head up, keep focused on the Lord, it'll be beneficial for you in the end. It'll let you know that there's no situation too tough. The Lord is in control. So he said, now no chastening for the present seem to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yielded the peaceful fruit of righteousness unto them who are exercised thereby. Verse 12.
Wherefore lift up the hands which hang down.
Yes.
And the feeble knees. And make straight paths for your feet.
Oh, don't be depressed. Lift up the hands which hang down and the feeble knees and make straight paths for your feet, lest what?
Lest that which is lame be turned out of the way, but let it rather be healed.
See, let your deficiencies be healed. That's what the Lord be working on a lot of times. Everybody can have deficiencies. Let's work on those. Sometimes we too worried about somebody else. Yeah. Even in relationships, husband and wife. You worried about the husband or you worried about the wife, and you got deficiencies you need to work on. 14.
Follow peace with all men.
Follow peace with all men. Go ahead.
And holiness without which no man shall see the Lord.
Do what else?
Looking diligently.
Looking diligently. You got to stay on top of it. Lest what?
Lest any man fail of the grace of God.
Oh, you can fail if you let yourself. That's why you got to stay on top of it. Sometimes it's a matter of, I was talking to a sister yesterday. She said, yeah. I said, I got to just focus more on the Lord and read his word every day. I said, exactly. Sometimes that's what it's a matter of doing. Redirect yourself. Looking diligent. That's serious. People talking about they saved. What you looking diligent for then? Now you got to stay on top of this. And looking diligent, lest any man fail of the grace of God. Nobody told you can fail of the grace of God. Lest what?
Lest any root of bitterness.
Oh, there go that root of bitterness. You allow it to get to you. Lest any root of bitterness. Go ahead.
Springing up trouble you.
Don't do it. Don't let it do it. You ain't got to give in to that. Springing up trouble you in what?
And thereby many be defiled.
And now you supposed to be a light. You can let your light go out and other people going to be looking like, oh, I knew that was some mess. He was over here trying to tell us something. Now they ain't even doing it. All right. Romans 8. Romans 8. And this is something always to remember to help you overcome some of the rough spots. Number 1 is at verse 18. Go ahead.
Romans 8, verse 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
We supposed to go through some sufferings, brothers and sisters. But the answer is, I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. See, that's what the Lord knew. That's why he went through being nailed to a tree. That's some terrible suffering. Dying a terrible death. But he knew the end of the road. He knew the glory that he was going to get in the end. Skip down to verse 28. Go ahead.
Verse 28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose.
So that's the second thing. You need to keep that in mind. Whatever happening, God in control, and if you stay the course, it's going to be to your benefit in the end. We know that all things work together for good. That's where some things seem bad, but it's going to work together for good. That's why in Psalm he said, it is good for me that I have been afflicted. Why? Because I was to the good. We know that all things work together for good to them that love God and to them who are the called according to his purpose. Hope that answers that.
All right. Peace, Hebrew Harv. I thought Levi didn't get a possession. This must be from that earlier question.
He didn't get one, but he has little cities and suburbs. And he was showing you where he was going to be around Judah possession in Ezekiel 48.
Okay. Oh, that's it. That's it on there. Anything on Facebook?
Oh, nothing on that? I'm on Facebook. Let's see what we got. look like nothing else. Who we got? Spivey, Mara, peace and love, family. Terry Outlaw, peace and beloved, peace, my beloved brothers, peace, my brother. Casey Taylor, Israel, grace and peace, Israel, peace, Israel. T.R. Israel, peace, brothers, likewise. Brother Brian Blackson. Good evening, beloved brother, in Jesus' mighty name. All right, likewise, Brother Brian, peace to you. Okay. Anything on the phone? We didn't mute him, did we?
Yes, I have one.
Okay, go ahead with it. Who is that? Sister Cheryl?
Yes, it is.
Sister Cheryl from Dallas.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, my question is in Ephesians, and it's Ephesians 6, in the last half of verse 13.
Ephesians 6:13, the second part of verse 13. Okay, let's read it first.
Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand.
Okay, so yeah, I see where you could have a question about that, but he said, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, number one, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day. Kind of go with the lesson with the question we were just talking about, how you avoid being bitter and stuff, and you're going to keep focused on the Lord, trust in the Lord, walking in his word. You got that armor on so you can withstand in the evil day. And having done all to stand. And having done all to stand, now it's kind of cut off, so you got to keep reading. Having done all to stand, what?
Stand therefore.
Stand therefore. So it's a continuation to verse 14 to continue the thought that he was having. So he said, and be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand, you can't stop there. Go ahead.
Stand therefore, having your own loins girt abroad with truth.
Stand therefore. You do all to stand. You got to do all you. So it takes some work. Having done all to stand therefore. Having your loins girded about with truth, and having what?
And having on the breastplate of righteousness.
And having on the breastplate of righteousness. So yeah, he just reiterating, that you got the armor that's going to help you stand. You got the word of God. You know what you got, faith. You hoping in salvation. You walking in the word. So that's going to help you overcome in the evil day. And having done all to stand therefore. You've done everything you can do. Now, the rest is up to the Lord. Give you case in point. And that's what people don't understand. People want a miracle. They want to get delivered from the lion's den. But they don't want to do all to stand in the first place. They don't want to keep no commandments. They don't want to do nothing. They want a miracle, but they want it on GP. They don't want to do nothing. You got to do something. Give you a case in point in Isaiah 36? Let's see, 38. Isaiah 38. Case in point. Because he said, having done all to stand. No, he said, that you may be able to stand. Take unto you the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day. So that's real significant. Some evil gonna come, are you ready to withstand the evil? Here's a guy that was. And this is a good example. 38:1. Isaiah 38:1. Go ahead.
In those days was Hezekiah sick unto death.
That's evil. He gets sick. Anytime you get sick and you on your deathbed, that's pretty evil. In those days was Hezekiah sick unto death. And not only that, listen to the next part. Go ahead.
And Isaiah the prophet, the son of Amos, came unto him and said unto him, Thus saith the Lord, set thine house in order, for thou shalt die and not live.
Worse than that, he's sick. And he might have called for Isaiah. I don't know. Either way, Isaiah showed up. Because a lot of times that's what kings and people, they want to try to seek somebody. And it's a wise thing to seek a prophet of God. Mm-hmm. So anyway, Isaiah came and showed him, gave him the answer that he wasn't looking for. Look, you getting ready to die. Because, you know, sickness can go either way. Mm-hmm. You could be sick, laid out on the bed, and recover and be running across the street tomorrow. So he got the news worse than a doctor telling you. He got the news from a prophet. Put your affairs in order, for you are going to die. You're not going to live through this. You're not going to make it. This is going to be your end right here. But that's evil. Death is evil. Come for all of us, but it wasn't meant to be pretty.
Right.
But Hezekiah had done all to stand before this day got here. He had put on that armor and he had been doing some stuff. So again, people want a miracle, but they don't want to do the homework up front. They don't want to do all to stand in the evil day. Hezekiah had done that. So Isaiah said, this sickness is going to be the end of you. You're going to die. What did Hezekiah say? Verse 2.
Then Hezekiah turned his face toward the wall and prayed unto the Lord.
He didn't do nothing. He turned his face. He in bed. He turned his face toward the wall. He basically said, I hear you, Isaiah, but I tell you what, I'm going to make my request known. Mm-hmm. He turned his face toward the wall and was praying to the Lord. 3.
And said, Remember now, O Lord, I beseech thee, how I have walked before thee in truth.
He had on that armor. Mm-hmm. He had on that armor, and so he could fall back on something. He didn't say, Lord, just save me. I know I ain't been doing right. I know I've been doing my own thing. No, he said, remember now, O Lord, I beseech thee how I have walked before thee in truth. That's part of the armor in Ephesians 6. You need that armor. I didn't walk before you in truth with what?
And with a perfect heart.
And with a perfect heart. See, you know if you're doing what the Lord said do. Go ahead.
And have done that which is good in thy sight.
And I done that which is good. That's all the man said. He reminded the Lord that I've been standing for you, Lord. I've been standing. So help me in this evil day. Go ahead.
And Hezekiah wept sore.
And he started crying. Then what?
Then came the word of the Lord to Isaiah, saying, Go and say to Hezekiah, Thus saith the Lord, the God of David thy father, I have heard thy prayer. I have seen thy tears. Behold, I will add unto thy days 15 years.
See, Isaiah had left, but he had left the building. He was in the courtway, and the Lord told him to turn around and go tell the man I'm giving him 15 more years. Tell him I heard his prayer. I seen his tears. But look at what the prayer wasn't long either. But look at what the big part of the prayer was. He said, remember, Lord, I've been standing up for you. I've been walking in it. It's truth. So he had something to fall back on. And that's where to help you stand. Hopefully that answered that question. Praise the Lord.
Nothing else on YouTube. Brother John now. Brother John just popped up in there.
All right. No question on YouTube? No question on Facebook? Anything else on the phone? That was it? You mean Brother John ain't pop up yet?
Yes, sir, Brother Elijah. I was wondering.
Who is this, Sister Jeannie? Who is that, Sister Jeannie?
Yeah, this is Sister Jeannie
From Aurora. Hey, Sister Jeannie. Go ahead.
Yes. I was wondering if you can help me by telling me where it's written where the Lord was talking to Israel about. Wait, I'm trying to turn down my television. Where it's written where the Lord was talking about how he found Israel in their blood, filthy in their blood, and how he looked upon them. I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah, that's Ezekiel 16.
Okay.
Ezekiel 16. You want to read it?
16. Thought it might have been in Songs of Solomon, and I thought I might have overlooked it while reading it.
No, let's read it in Ezekiel 16. Ezekiel 16. Pick it up at verse 1. We're going to read it.
Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, cause Jerusalem to know her abominations, and say, Thus saith the Lord God unto Jerusalem, Thy birth and thy nativity is of the land of Canaan. Thy father was an Amorite, and thy mother a Hittite. And as for thy nativity, in the day thou was born, thy navel was not cut, neither was thou washed in water to supple thee. Thou was not salted at all, nor swaddled at all. None I pitied thee to do any of these unto thee, to have compassion upon thee. But thou wast cast out in the open field, to the loathing of thy person, in the day that thou was burned.
6.
And when I passed by thee and saw thee polluted in thine own blood, I said unto thee, when thou wast in thy blood, live. Yea, I said unto thee, when thou wast in thy blood, live.
That's what you're talking about, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's it.
Yep, that's Ezekiel 16. So the Lord showing how he chose Israel and even married Israel, which he did in the wilderness. And then they go on the whole chapter, go all the way to how we cheated on the Lord, and committed adultery with false gods. But it winds up, he gonna bring us back again, as it always ends. But yeah, that's that one.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Praise the Lord. All right. Anything else? If nothing else, I thought Brother John popped in there, but I don't hear him. So if nothing else, we're going to go ahead and say a prayer and close out. Everybody have a good rest of the week. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope everybody got some understanding, as always.
Let us pray. Our Father, which art in heaven,
Our Father, which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come,
Thy kingdom come.
thy will be done
Thy will be done
in earth
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread,
Give us this day our daily bread,
and forgive us our debts
and forgive us our debts
as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation,
And lead us not into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom
and the power,
and the power
and the glory
and the glory
forever.
forever.
In Jesus' mighty name we pray.
In Jesus' mighty name we pray.
Amen.
Amen. There go Brother John.
I knew he was in there. Something was wrong with your phone?
All right. We was looking for you. We was waiting on you to come on in. I said we was waiting on you to come on in.
say something, but I was trying to wait till she get finished talking, so I said, well, I missed out on that one.
Okay. Well, good to hear from you, my brother. Yeah, we looking forward to it. Come on. Come on. Say it again. Next month? Oh, okay. Good. Okay, good. We were looking forward to meeting you in person. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Praise the Lord. We'll do. All right, my brother. Have a good evening, good rest of the week to the Sabbath. All right. Peace, family. Peace. All right, Sister Cheryl, Sister Jeannie, everybody online. Peace. Do I got your, I think we got your cell number. We got his number.
We got your number, Brother John?
You see it in there?
No, it don't pop up on here.
Okay.
I think he gave it to DJ.
Okay. Yeah, we'll give it to you. All right. Peace and blessing.
Peace, Brother John.
Peace.